Hi everybody, thanks for tuning into this video. For those of you who I've promised this video to, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to produce it. I was waiting till I'd been to the hairdressers, I was waiting till I'd got a tidy house and a nice outfit. I don't think that's ever going to happen anytime soon, so I'm just going to video it. So the equipment I've got today is a chair. I've got a digital clock, so I'll be doing all the timings for you, but if you ever do this without me, just a cooker timer works really well. Yoga blocks, if you've got them. If you haven't got yoga blocks, you could use books instead, but they're a lot optional as well. You can put trainers on. Mustn't wear things like slingback slippers or anything that's really unstable. You need something that's going to be slip proof. Also, you might want a glass of water. I've got one just out of view there. Okay, the first things first, we're going to just warm up our joints before we use them. And if you are a little bit unstable, you could always use the back of the chair for support. So to start with, I'm tucking the tailbone under and I'm bringing my heel towards my bottom like that. I mustn't bring the knee up at the front. Yeah, I might hit the chair and that would hurt. But also, this doesn't open out the joint. This closes the hip joint, and I want you to be opening the hip joint. So we're going to kick the heel towards the bottom like that. Some of you might be watching this video thinking this is for old people, but actually this is what I did back in my 20s to get my knees nice and healthy. So kick the heel towards the bottom. If you experience any pain doing that in your knees, then just try and make it a bit smaller, but also grip your bottom. Whenever I have knee pain, I usually find gripping my bottom will make a big difference to how I'm holding the bones and what muscles I'm contracting, and it helps the kneecap track in alignment. Okay. If you have got something to tread on, you can tread on it. And I'll put the timer on for us. What we're going to do is we're going to just lift up the leg and we're just going to drop it down. We're not swinging it backwards. We lift it up and we drop it, and we're being careful not to arch the lower back, and that's why we don't want to do this. I don't want you doing that. Okay, here we go. Hold on tight, lift and drop. Let it swing about for a moment or two. Your supporting knee is soft. There you go. And the same thing on the other side. I'll give you a moment or two just to switch over. When I've got my shoes and socks off, it's quite nice because I can really spread my toes out. When the toes are spread out, it's a much larger surface for us to balance on. I'm starting the timer, guys. Lift and drop. I'm probably racing through a little bit. Probably should go a little bit slower. Nervous energy. Watch it, guys. Make sure that that knee doesn't roll inwards. We're pushing that knee out to the side, gripping our bottom as we do it. Whee. So those things have got our joints a little bit more warmed up. So now we're going to take a space on the chair. What am I doing? And with your foot, check that the feet are pointing towards the ceiling, and then point and flex the toes. Pointing and flexing. from the side, you look like this. If your back is arching, try and sit up taller. But if you feel any discomfort here, you'll need to come a bit further forward on your chair and let your ease your leg down a little bit. Keep the tummy firm. And change legs. Although I'm doing most of these things for 30 seconds, it doesn't matter if you don't make that amount of time. Just do the best you can today, and next time it will be a little bit better. The most important thing is that you listen to your body. I'm going to give you suggestions to do, but your body, your own intelligence might tell you not to do those things. And you need to listen to yourself more than listening to me. Okay, start to feel a bit tight here now in my legs. Okay, I'm going to show you this first of all from the front. I'm moving myself from the back of the chair towards the front of the chair and bringing my heels back. My heels are a little bit lifted from the floor. Yours might be on the floor, you might have longer legs than me. What I'm doing now is hinging forward at my hips with my spine in a beautiful neutral alignment. It's nice and straight. I'm easing my heels down as I push my bottom up and then gently uncurl. My neck went a little bit out of alignment there where I was very keen to look at the screen. So this time I'll do it properly. I'm just feeling the backs of my trousers tickling the chair. I'm sticking my bottom back as far as I can and I'm aiming for the back of the chair. Once I'm down there, I'm going to shuffle my body forward. And can you see how my heels have lifted? Now I hinge forward, straight back. It's like you're wearing a tie and you're pushing the knot of the tie forward. Push the heels down and gently uncurl. Squeeze your bottom to stop the knees from crashing together. As I go back, I'm aiming for the back of the chair. Shove yourself forward. Push the heels down, tip forward. Now if you can't get all the way to standing, that'll be enough. Yeah? That's probably the hardest part anyway. So those of you who really do have a trouble getting up and down from the chair, just have a little go of this and you'll feel the weight and the muscles contracting here and then easing back. Often when we do get up and down without thought, ladies in particular are going to smash their knees together as they get up and down. More ladies do that than don't do that, and it's not a good way of using our bones. So we need to have the knees apart. We've got to grip the bottom to keep the knees apart and then power up. We're going to finish the session the same way as we began, just by mobilising. If you are able to do a quad stretch, that would be lovely. But I guess a lot of you are watching this video because you can't quite do that yet. I'll show you some other things in another video. Oh, I'm going back the way I did before, kicking my heels towards my bottom. Just a quick point, folks, always make sure that you're nice and warm before you do these exercises. No hands. And to finish, we're going to stand still, bend our knees a little, push the knees out to the side, grip your bottom and hold that as you take a deep breath in. Hold it as you take a deep breath out. I'm going to stretch my arms at the same time, I think. Well done. Now make sure that you look after your body for the rest of the day. You're not standing on one leg throughout the day. You're not crossing your legs. And worse still, you're not sitting on the sofa like this. This is terrible for knees, hips, back. Discs in the back often have major problems after doing things like that. Thanks for coming.